And this is exactly my point, Professor, because what you're describing is a superficial role in which, you know, powers would be denied by someone who's elected or appointed as a president. But when as the world saw, when the Queen died, there was an outpouring of emotion and sentimentality, not for the role that she played, but for what she represented. And what she represented was, I would predict, was entirely different to what King Charles will represent in his term as king. Would you agree or disagree with that?
I think I would disagree with that, because I think he has he has tried as hard as he can to avoid being or making the statements that he made as Prince of Wales. Now, you do point, for example, to the function which he held at the palace, where people on their way to some COPP or whatever it's called function, which relates to global warming, were invited. But most of those functions which are held, those sorts of functions where political people come, are done on the advice of the British government, because he is there acting as the head of state of the United Kingdom, as the Governor-General would in Australia. If the Governor-General held a function to which political people were invited from around the world, that would be done on the advice of the federal government.
Yes, you say that, but you say that, that all these people who attend represent some sort of political consensus that the world is about to end thanks to human carbon dioxide production. I'd suggest that whenever that is put in an election platform and the cost of dealing with it is included, the people thoroughly reject it. So to say that there is political consensus about climate change is one thing, but that doesn't represent the will of the people, because when the will of the people are told, oh, okay, we can end climate change, but it's going to cost you another $50,000 a year, they disagree. So how can one reconcile this difference between the people and these new elites, of which King Charles is one?
But there was one problem in that presentation, and that is that the people are never told how much it's going to cost. In fact, the cost is hidden more and more, or it is blamed on other things. You no doubt have heard the foreign minister, and also the energy minister and the prime minister referring to the war which is going on in the Ukraine, and that's being blamed for the rise in the price of energy. All sorts of things will be used to explain that. The people will not be told that the increase in the cost of energy to them is the direct result of the rigorous application of the theory of global warming. So people are not going to know that, and as far as possible that will be hidden from the people. That is the unfortunate practice of our leaders at the moment. But I don't think we should blame the king for that.